Hello everyone. In this video I am going to be talking about my testimony of how I got close to the Lord and how I have this relationship that I have with him. It was not an easy journey, and I've been wanting to make this video for I think 4 years now, and I finally got the courage to do it. Literally, it's 6 in the morning. I could not sleep. I haven't slept at all, and it's just been on my heart to go make this video. This was not planned. I didn't plan on doing this. It was just like, make the video just in, and I'm here making this video. Alright guys, so it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I finally got this video to work, because when I tried to rewatch it after I filmed it, it just would not play, which is so weird. And I immediately knew that it was the enemy. Like I'm not trying to be one of those people, but it was like it was just so obvious. But yeah, I finally got it to work so I can edit it this many hours later. So make sure that you watch it, because it's so important that you guys listen to this video and try to take what you can take from it. But yeah, like, it is very important, and yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see my testimony. All right, so this testimony is more than likely gonna be completely different from the ones that you've heard before. It's just, yeah, it's a lot, and I'm just I'm excited, but I don't know how to feel. I'm just excited that I'm here doing it. Finally got the courage to do it, because I've been wanting to make this video. Anyways, let me just jump into it and not talk a lot. Alright, so throughout my life, I've come to realize that things aren't always what it seems. Things aren't black and white. It's more complex than that. If you don't know what I mean, so God is real. Like, he is real. I know there may be doubts or whatever, but I promise you 100% that he is real. Growing up, I've always wanted to be a singer. It's so embarrassing, but I've always wanted to be a famous singer. And when I say famous, I'm talking like A-list celebrity, like super famous. I wanted everyone to know my name, which is me now. I literally don't even want anyone to know who I am. Like, I hate the spotlight. But yeah, back then, that's all I ever wanted. I wanted it really badly. I would post singing videos every day. I wanted to be a famous singer. I did everything. I spent hours. I did everything. And then I come to realize that, you know, Hollywood is not what it seems to be. And that's for a whole different video. I'm gonna make a video on that soon. But yeah, I was devastated when I found that out, and I was just like, it's been right in our faces this whole time. How could I have not seen this? But yeah, I realized that Hollywood was not, you know, and so I started to try to know God, because, you know, since this is the truth about Hollywood, and if this is true, then God is real. And so I tried to get to know God, and it was a bit difficult for me. Yeah, it was difficult, and I get that, because if you're a beginner trying to get to know God, it is going to be difficult. You're going to be like, then if this is true, then why does this happen, or why does that happen? And I was just asking a lot of questions, and yeah, fast forward months later, I started posting about God, just trying to get people to come to him. And when I started doing that, I started having visions. And I know it sounds crazy, and I just know it sounds crazy, but I started having visions, and at the time I didn't know what they were. I don't know if I want to go in detail, because it's going to be a long story, but yeah, my first vision, it was it started off with, I don't know if I'm gonna say that. Okay, I'm gonna be real. It started off with sleep paralysis, and then it would come into the vision. So literally I have this Bible right here, and I have this Bible right here, and I dreamt things that I later found out was in the Bible, and that when I saw that, I started bawling my eyes out because I'm like, this is so crazy, this is so insane, like what? But yeah, my visions, they were really real and kind of scary because I'm like, what is life? Okay, so this video is gonna be about this specific vision that I had. It's it's the most intense, and I'm gonna start from the day I woke up. So this was during COVID. As I said, 4 years ago, it was during COVID, and I had online class because, you know, school was completely shut down, and I had my online classes. You know, I woke up, did those classes, and in between those classes, I would have like 5-6 minutes to get to the other class. And I think I had like lunch break or something. Yeah, I had lunch break. So I think I had 20 minutes for lunch, and so I didn't get up and have breakfast because I wanted to sleep. And before that, while I was in between my classes, I had the same paralysis and vision. It happened every single morning during those classes, every morning. It wasn't like a deep sleep. It never happened at night, only in the mornings. And I remember I sat up on the corner of my bed and I was like, why is this happening? Like, this is so weird. Why me? What do I do? This, I just, you know, it was just so weird to me. Like, what is happening? Why is this happening all of a sudden? And while I was just sitting on my bed thinking, I laid back on my back, and I think I like blinked or whatever. I blinked or just shut my eyes, whatever. And when I tell you, I was just sucked into a vision. Like, I was literally taken to another dimension. My heart is racing every time I talk about this. Okay, yeah, I was in this place. It felt so real. And let me tell you how it started off. So I was just there standing. It was at nighttime. I was in this community, and there were people partying. They were partying, they were drinking, they were having fun. And these people, for some reason, I just knew that they were ungodly. Like, they didn't believe in God, or they claimed to not believe in God. And I don't know why. The other visions, whenever I talk about them, it's just like whatever. But this one specifically, like, I used to bawl my eyes out talking about this, but now I'm good. I'm good. But yes, they were there partying and having fun, drinking, you know, alcohol, smoking, and they were just having the time of their lives. I was on a bike. I don't know. I don't ride bikes. I don't know why I was on a bike, but I was on a bike, and it was just dark, and I was there by myself while they were just partying and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, the sky just started opening up. It got red, like, it got really red, and then everyone, they started screaming. Like, if you've ever seen a horror movie and you hear those scream, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but that scream, that sound was just didn't get out of my head for days. Those screams were the scariest screams ever. They were terrified. They're like, oh no, God is here. I didn't know what was going on for some reason. I was so focused on my phone. My phone kept falling and I kept trying to pick it up. And I didn't know what that meant for the longest time. So whenever I would tell a story, I would just leave that part out. But it is like, it's the most important part of the story. And you'll hear why in a second. Hey guys, I forgot to mention why that was so important. Okay, so the phone thing, I literally just was able to interpret that a couple months ago, because you can have visions, but being able to interpret those visions is just a completely different gift. And so what I realized was that, because this generation, like, you guys are just so into the phones, like all of us, even me, like, I admit it's bad, but yeah, just so into the phones that you could just miss the coming of Christ. Like, it's right there in our faces, happening at this very moment, but just being so into the phones, you just completely just can miss it completely. And then by the time you realize what's happening, it's too late. By the time I realized what was happening in the vision, it was just too late. So just put the phones down and just give time for God, allow time for God. Let him come into your life, and don't let what happened to me in that vision happen to you, because that's the scariest thing you'll ever experience in your life, ever. It was so scary, so scary. So they immediately got on their knees and they're praying. They're like, God, please forgive me. And they're crying, like everyone's crying. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And I just kept trying to pick up my phone, and I was just so focused on my phone that I didn't know what was going on. And then they started calling, like Jesus, like, forgive me, I'm so sorry. And they were just in tears, and I was like, immediately I just knew. I was like, Tristan, you're having a vision. And I thought back to the video that I saw. I remember I was on YouTube and I saw this video of this girl talking about visions, and I remember scrolling past that video, and I literally went back to that moment while I was standing there, which is insane. I went back to that moment and I was like, this is real. Like, this is, this happens. They weren't like, I don't know why I just thought they were doing it for attention, like, because some people do try to do that for attention. And I just thought, and I was like, this is really real. It's happening to me. I'm having a vision, and I've never felt God's presence as heavy as I felt it there. Like, I pray and everything, I worship, and I feel his presence so heavy, but that one was like so heavy, it was so strong. And I was getting scared, because though I was trying to get to know God, I still, as I said, had doubts, I had questions, and I just wasn't, like, I was trying, but I was still off the world, and I knew I wasn't right with God. And I was like, Tristan, you feel his presence so heavy, you need to talk to him, like, you need to say something, like, tell him you're scared, like. And so I was like, God, I'm scared, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this vision, which I know is insane to say to God. Can't, but yeah, I told him, I was like, I can't, I'm so scared. I know what you're doing. This is the exact word that I said. I said, I know what you're doing. I know you're showing me a vision, but I'm scared. That's exactly what I said, and I still remember it to this day. Nothing happened. I was still experiencing it, and I just started to freak out, because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't want to burn, because I could feel everything. I could feel the air, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. And I was just begging him, like, God, please, just wake me up, please, 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 I'm begging you. Like, the spirit, like, it was just so strong. Like, God was literally right there, and I was just begging him, and he wasn't saying anything. It was just, oh my God. Anyways, yeah, I was like, God, I'll do anything. And I said, I'll tell your people about this vision. Just don't let me see it. And then nothing happened. And I said, exactly word for word, I said, God, regardless if you show me this vision or not, I am going to tell your people regardless. So just please don't show it to me. I'm scared. And I woke up. And when I woke up, I sat up on the bed. And I was like, what's life? Like, what is this? What just happened? And I know I should have went on my knees and immediately started praying and just repenting, and I should have done that. But I just got up. I was like, I don't want to be in my room. I got up, I took my computer, I put my computer on the table, and I was like, how do I even go to math class? Like, how do I even go to math class after this? I can't focus. And I just started crying. I was like, God, why me? Why me? Why me? Like, my sister, she was more like close. She was closer in her, or further along in her journey with Christ than I was. Like, she was so good. She was telling people about it, and I was just so shy. And I'm like, why me? Like, I don't know how to talk to people about this. Like, they're not gonna believe me. And I was just like, why not her? Like, why me? And yeah, something happened the next day that completely proved that this is of God. Like, I was being attacked, like, spiritually, and I'm gonna go into that. I don't want to do it on this video. I don't know, but I don't know. If you want me to make that video, I will. I don't know. Talking about this, I don't know if my hand's shaking or not. My nails look really bad, but yeah. Yeah, talking about this is just, it always gets me, you know? But at least I didn't cry. But yeah, God is real. And there were many things that happened to me supernaturally that I'm probably, I don't know, I might go into that. But yeah, that's a part of my testimony. And thanks for watching. Bye.